I just don't understand that. What, like, I'm an artist, so my handwriting's that. I just wanted to be like, you just don't understand my brilliance. Scarf. So, anyway, up in the flight, I'm already afraid of flying, and we had lots of turbulence because Jesus loves me. And anyway, the guy next to me, we're shaking all over the place, and this guy orders, he stops the flight attendant and orders hot tea. No! Nobody's that British. Nobody's just like, excuse me, I've been enjoying this wibbly-wobbly space bus, and I would like to honor the Queen with a spot of tea. No, not cool. And then, well, she brought the tea, he didn't spill it, I'm an asshole. Moving on, the other flight attendant was this cute guy, and that was great, and he was coming down the aisle, and he was like really nerdy and really gay. Like, as gay nerdy as being balls deep in Steve Urkel. So, and he had a lisp too, so, like, he would come around and he was giving peanuts out. He was like, excuse me, would you like some peanuts? What? Do you want peanuts? I knew what he was saying, but I just wanted to, like, screw with him. He was like, well, he ordered the scalding tea. How about we go make some hot coffee? I like my coffee like my men, filled to the brim with cream by college dropouts. Or alternatively, I like my coffee like my men, straight from the grinder. So, anyway, yeah, obviously I'm gay. I hate the word gay because it's a one-syllable gut punch. It's just gay, I hate that. And it bothers me, a way more beautiful word is pedophilia. It just sounds like you're singing the notes out. Just, pedophilia, ice cream truck trapdoor. People always associate when they find out you're gay, you have certain skills and traits, like it's a fucking class in D&D. Like, oh, okay, you're gay, so you get -5 in sports and +10 in fabulous. I don't understand that whole thing. It's like, oh, Bob, I can't pick up my drapes. You like to butt fuck, right? So, anyway, but one thing that I do like that is actually stereotypical, I love the Oscars. Did anyone watch the Oscars this year? Yeah. I want to see that one movie, Whiplash, which is like, from what I can tell from the trailer, it's this old guy beats these young kids into musical greatness. But that just seems like the white version of the Jackson 5. You're grown because you know how that movie ends. Anyway, but that show is like so gay. And now the last 2 times they had Ellen host. This time they got Neil Patrick Harris to host. Our best gay. So it's so extravagant and so gay. It just feels like a 4-hour training video for ISIS. Like they just throw that out like, Ahmed, please don't punch the television every time Ellen takes a selfie. Anyway. Oh, what else did I got? So, anyway, I love meeting all sorts of different furs. All come from all walks of life. I always thought, what if there was a furry president of the United States?
11 a.m. tomorrow.
We wouldn't know. There could have been. We wouldn't know.
I'll try. Downstairs?
You know, Theodore Roosevelt was all like, bully this and bully that. He could have put on a bull costume. His wife put on a Matador outfit with a red cape above her snatch. But the one I picture being the furry the most, George W. Bush. I just picture him being alone in the Oval Office, looking left and looking right, just being like, I'm a kid. Yeah. Iraq is my personal sandbox. And he gets out, Obama, clean up my shit. I'll tell you who I don't think is a furry, though, is Ronald Reagan. Because, you know, he was very proud of being a Republican. The GOP, they have the elephant, and as we all know, an elephant never forgets. Never mind. Alzheimer joke. Okay. Anyway, so I don't know if you saw. Apparently, they legalized pot in D.C. I don't know if this is that right?
Yep.
That's why I keep on seeing the headlines. You never know for sure.
They did in Philadelphia.
I hate that because it's good. I like the progress thing, but now I kind of don't like it because now all these decisions out of DC will actually make sense. and we'll get fun headlines all the time. Just like you'll see on C-SPAN, like, we just had a vote, the ayes had it, we're totally getting Papa John's. So, we ordered the t-shirts here. Do you guys like the t-shirts for the con? Yeah. I was really happy with that. And Nick's here made an amazing design. And when we saw what it would look like, they would show us a mock-up of what it looked like. Here's a cool-looking black guy. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that looks awesome, sweet. I was so happy. But I was like, wait a minute. Everything looks good on a cool black guy. That's the reason why when I was in grade school, kids were wearing their pants backwards because of cool black guys. Remember jump, crisscross? Yeah, all that crap. And then I would expect on the Grammys, if freaking Kanye West and Jay-Z showed up with the Dumb and Dumber suits, with the red and powder blue, kids would be rocking that in middle school. I swear, right away. But you can't tell. Well, black guy. He can pull it off. And this guy, he totally looked like the Old Spice guy. He's like, hello. And I just picture him in a fur costume. Hello.
No furries.
Look at yourself. Look around you. Surrounded by lions, tigers, and whatever that is. Look at your hat. Look at me. Look at your hat. Your money has turned into con swag. Anything can happen to a fur costume. I'm on a horse. Of course. Yes, he does. And so I was dealing with depression a little bit, and I was listening to this podcast where it's like, you know, when it comes to depression, you can get on the sad bus or you can get on the happy bus. And I'm like, this guy has obviously never been on a bus. Because there is no happy bus. You're on a city bus, it's like being on a rolling hate Twinkie. And you're the filler. I try to distract myself though, like I like the handhelds. There's like the there's phone games and 3DS. But my favorite handheld is my penis. Gets me lots of hours of entertainment on the go. Co-op's incredible. But if I bring that out on the bus, I ruined Christmas. Oh man, so I really dug my last job before this one. It was a pretty sweet gig. I was unemployed. If you can get past the soul-crippling depression, pretty cool. But anyway, like, one thing I learned about being unemployed, maybe it's just me, you can follow up any sentence. Like, it's hard to get things done. Like, I could do that, everything you say, I should work on my resume, or I should work on my portfolio. You can always follow it up with, or I could jerk off. Nothing is stopping you. There were days where I would have gotten work done if my hands were chopped off. That's really sad. So, with that in mind, I was going to go somewhere else with that, but I have no memory. As usual. And I can't read my... Oh, yeah. So, that just brings me back, like... it's even worse, because that's why that's not publicly accepted because, well, I never get anything fucking done. Way back when I was a kid and I first discovered that, I apparently didn't understand the concept of stains. I was a kid, innocent, in quotes. And one side of the comforter, I would do my thing right before I go to bed. One side of the comforter was completely black. That was the face down side. One day, my mom came in and, I gotta do laundry. Flipped it over, like a table, because it was hard. And what did you do? It looked like a Jackson Pollock painting. And I didn't know what to say. I spilled the milk. What milk? We don't have any milk. No, not anymore. And she just took it and, got a new comforter, because God knows where that was burned. Anyway, so I like to go on Twitter and whatnot, and people will tweet furry things like, hey guys, I just want to run around all day and bark at cars. Dog things. I really can't do that as a dragon. He's like, hey guys, I just want to hang out, burn down someone's house, and eat their children. Dragon thing. And another trend I'm noticing is my family members keep on wanting me to hold their baby. Like I have so many family members that they're spawning, of course. I don't know to make up for my gay or whatever, but yes, they're giving me their baby. And I think this is the most precious, vital thing you have, and you want to give it to me. Fumbles the clutch dragon. Look, I drop my phone all the time, and I love my phone. Your baby doesn't even have Netflix. And plus, it's kind of useless right now. Like, human baby is kind of like a magic carp. It's got to evolve until, it grows up and it can kill everything. So, that's what made me think. Animal babies are so much better than human babies. Am I right? Yeah! Thank you. All right. Because an animal baby can do, cool stuff, right out of the box. And, getting a baby is like buying a cup. I'm glad you got that. Whereas, an animal baby, they can do stuff right out of the box. And a human baby, it's like buying a console at launch. It just can't do anything yet. So I'm just going to leave that there. Oh yes. So I have a thing I do where if I see something I can't believe exists, I want to buy it. I call it the Sky Mall effect. Sky Mall is an amazing thing on planes, such as products you can't believe exist. And I bet you're like, Xander, please tell me you don't own a shake weight. No, I own 2 shake weights. Look, you might think that's funny, but when Skynet takes over everything, guess who can jerk off 2 Terminators at the same time? This guy. Oh my God. How am I doing on time? What time is it right now? 2 minutes, good. Real quick. This past year was the World Cup, and what that taught me is I kind of like the World Cup because as a guy from Chicago, it teaches the rest of the country what it's like to be a Cubs fan. There's no real chance of us winning. Everyone's gets all excited every year. But we have to get people more interested. So I was saying, the way we get Americans interested in soccer is change the rules. What if the goalie had a gun? Just be like, here he comes down the field. He was coming right for me. I was just standing my ground. The guy had a shirt that said Brazil on it. I don't know what that means. Like Brazil. Anyway. And okay, last thing, real quick. I have a quick ghost story for you. I did a Christmas story last time. I have a ghost story for you now. So pretend it's in October. Me and Alkali were laying down. We were very tired. And out of nowhere, in the middle of the night, I saw a poltergeist emerge from my ass. I know that's confusing. And I know I could have just said, I farted. But that would be like saying, New Orleans had rain. This was a crime against humanity. Right away, it went through the whole house. And apparently this is what happens if I just have beer for dinner. I felt like a mutant that had just learned his new superpowers, but had accidentally killed his parents. And Alkali's a sound sleeper, right? Okay? He's just sitting there, it's like, okay, you try to wake him up. Like, Alkali, ISIS is here. This time he just shot right up like, did you shit the bed? We cracked every window. It took like an hour to get out of the house. Horrified and amazed and brought a tear to my eye. That said, anytime now I even reach for a beer, Alkali has this look in his eye. Like a Vietnam vet has when he sees an Asian businessman. That's all I got, guys. Thank you very much.